Breaking. We killed 17 soldiers, not 4, as claimed by Nigerian army. ISWAP speaks on attack on Borno community. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. Some civilians have said that they sighted the ISWAP fighters in a long convoy of gun trucks. Now the news in detail. Militants from the Islamic State-backed faction of Boko Haram, the Islamic State West Africa province, ISWAP, formerly known as Jemaat al-SS0ASTS wal Jihad, says 17 Nigerian soldiers were killed during an attack on Askira Uba local government area of Borno State. Sahara reporters reported that ISWAP fighters on Saturday engaged Nigerian troops at a military base in the community in a gun battle. Some civilians said they had sighted the ISWAP fighters in a long convoy of gun trucks along Nguri axis towards Askira. The civilians added that they reported the movement of the terrorist and security forces, but no action was taken before the deadly group stormed Askira town hours later. Hours after the incident, Director Army Public Relations Ñ'ＡRM in the statement said the Brigadier General and 3 other soldiers were killed. While he identified the slain senior officer as Zama Zukusu, the army spokesperson was silent on the identities of the junior officers killed. However, ISWAP in a statement released on Sunday night claimed 17 soldiers were killed. According to the group, 13 soldiers were killed when its fighters attacked troops at a military base in Askira town, while 4 others, including Brigadier General Zakus, was killed during an ambush at Bulkuma, a few kilometers away from Askira. ISWAP added that it raced down the Askira army camp, a 4-wheel vehicle and an armored vehicle parked inside the base. The militants also said another vehicle, a tank, different weapons and ammunition were captured during the incident. Since the death of the GAS leader Abubakar Shekau, ISWAP has been consolidating its grip in locations around Lake Chad. Just recently, it appointed Wale Sano Showaram, a 45-year-old, as the new leader, Wali, of ISWAP in Lake Chad. The sect's membership has swollen with the defection of hundreds of Boko Haram fighters under Shekau. The Nigerian army has repeatedly claimed that insurgency had been largely defeated and frequently underplays any losses. The terror group has caused over 50,000 deaths and misplaced millions of individuals, mainly in Adamawa, Borno, and Yobe states. And this is the group that they said they should negotiate with, right? No, I want to ask. I'm even angry now. Both 2 things are getting me really, really upset. First of all, in just about, let's say 30 minutes ago, information getting to us was that a certain man, I think I cannot recall the name right now. I cannot say the correct name so I don't, misquote someone else. So he said that dialogue and negotiation is what Boko Haram needs, is what bandits need, and is what he even included IPOP. Now, is this the group now that they are saying that they should negotiate with? Because I want to really understand. This is the group, Abi? Or I am even pissed also at the fact that why the lies? Why? 17 people were killed and only 4 were reported. So the remaining other 13, what do you want to do with them? Throw away their borders? Is it? I weep for my brothers and sisters, those who have sworn to this country to serve and to protect till they die. Unfortunately, they are dying for the wrong reasons. To be very sincere. It is painful that the Nigerian has failed its people. The Nigerian government has failed. I keep saying it. The security of a state and the security of a nation is the it's the number 1 function of a government. If the government fails in this one, forget it. There is nothing they can say that the people will listen to. How do they listen to you when you have failed them? How do you get them to listen? The only way you get them to listen to you is when you have made sure that this insecurity issue is done and dusted with. With general a casualty in a war zone, certainly it should be more soldiers than army authorities reported. Sadly, our soldiers are being killed and covered up by a dubious government in power. It is very sad. It is sad. I keep asking, what do you want to do with the bodies? You throw them away, right? You don't even send them to their people for at least let them have a closure and mourn them. Why? It is well, oh. Big shame on both the federal government of Nigeria and the armed forces of Nigeria. May the soul of those that are killed rest in peace, and may the Almighty God be with them and be father and husband to their children and wives. May God provide for their families in time of their needs. Sincerely, it is not okay. It is very upsetting. It is very upsetting that somebody is coming out and vouching for these people. Not even somebody. Did I say somebody? They're asking for land. They're asking for money. Meanwhile, freedom fighters are asking for nothing more than justice, equity, and fairness. And somebody, I sideline them with these people. Haba. I keep saying it. If you keep calling evil good, may the evil you call good, may it locate you. It is not that I am saying that is what you are wishing it to happen. That is what you're saying. That you come out and you say, this electricity doesn't used to wound, it doesn't used to shock. Let it shock you so that you have first-hand experience. When somebody comes and tell you, this thing is like this, you say, truly, it is. I mean, why? It is well, though. It is well. Exactly what I was telling someone earlier. Before you get to kill a brigadier general, you must have cut through so many soldiers, and 4 was a small number for me. It was funny how low we have gone as a country, that citizens now believe the reports of terrorists more than information the Nigerian army gives. It is the lowest of lows. Sincerely, lowest of the low indeed. Lowest of the low. Why cover them up? Why? It is well, oh. It is well. May the soul of the soldiers, it is painful to always say this, especially when you know that things could be done to avert it. May their soul continue to rest in peace, and may God give the families the fortitude to bear the loss. That is, if the military will even tell those family members that, look, your